Hello, this is Ali Mashoud from Team Elev8. Today I'll be doing a short walkthrough of the final year project that my team and I created. Uh, I'll quickly give you a background of what our project is and what exactly it does. So we observed that the number of retail investors in the Pakistani stock market is predicted to grow in the near future. So in the future, we are likely to have more retail investors, and because of that, we saw a need to create a recommendation system and middleware that helped naive retail investors make good investment decisions. So our system does this by providing intelligent investment advice based on past data, future predictions, and some important financial rules. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started with the tutorial. So this is our landing page, and I'll get started. I'll go to sign up. I'll create a new profile. So let me do that quickly. Okay, so I've completed the first step of the sign up process. Now, I have to put in some preferences, my investment preferences. For example, would I like to invest in the short term or the long term? What would be my preferred risk tolerance? What roughly what amount I would like to invest? And lastly, we have the preferred industries. So right now we are only focusing on the banking industry. Our system provides investment advice only related to banking stocks that are listed on the Pakistan Stock Exchange. But in the future, we plan to expand to other industries as well. So that is something that we will implement later. After industries, I can select the type of stock that I want to get recommendations for. I have a dividend paying stock, I have a non-dividend paying stock, I have a growth stock. So I have multiple categories for this too. Let's stick with long-term, low risk, and dividend stock types for now, and we can change them later if necessary. So I'll click on Save Preferences, and now I'll be redirected to the sign-in page. I'll put in my credentials and sign in quickly. Okay, as you can see, I've signed in and I'm taken to the main dashboard of the application. From here, I can control the different features of my user experience. This section shows the recommended stocks that are the best recommendations according to the preferences that I've just put in. So basically our recommendation engine, what it will do is that these preferences that I just entered while creating my profile, it will factor in these recommendations. It will also factor in some past data for all the banking stocks that I have listed over here. And it will then apply some important financial rules that will analyze the key ratios and the figures. And based on these three or four sources, it will provide the top five um, recommended stocks for me. Okay, so right now, according to my preferences, UBL Bank is the best choice for me to invest in. Um, I'll have the bank names on the left and the current prices for today for each stock. So if I change these preferences, if I want to go for non-dividend paying stock, short term, for example, the changes will automatically be reflected in the recommended stocks. The recommendation engine will alter the adjustments or will alter the recommendations based on my input. So now, as you can see, Mizan Bank is is the best stock for me to invest in right now. And UBL has gone down a few spots. So this is how our recommendation engine works. Now, if I click on any one stock, I can see that on the right section, I can see the basic data related to that stock. For example, the open rate, what is the open price, what is the close price, what is the predicted price for the future, or what are the historical prices. All of this is shown to me in this part of the dashboard. I also have a graph that shows these figures to me visually. In addition to this, what I can do is I can chat to a chatbot that we implemented regarding the stock. So we have implemented a chatbot using Meta's Llama 3 model. And when we type in, it works just like ChatGPT since it is an LLM. So whenever I type in a message regarding the stock that I've selected, it will respond, and then I can chat with it regarding that stock. So yes, as you can see, I've initiated a conversation, and I can now further continue this conversation. I can ask some questions regarding this selected stock, which is Mizan Bank, and it will provide me the information accordingly. So this is it for the chatbot feature. Um, and for now, we have the basic features of any application that we have like this. We can change the preferences, we can change the profile settings, and yes. Over here, I can search for all the stocks that are currently listed on the Pakistan Stock Exchange. So I think there's a total of 18 or 19 stocks. So I can search for any particular stock that I want, and I'll be taken to that particular stock on the right side. So this is how our application works. And so in a nutshell, it is a recommendation system. It provides you intelligent recommendations for the stocks that you want to invest in, and it is like a middleware. So you can think of it as your companion when it comes to making good investment decisions. So this is it for now. This is it for the tutorial. Um, I'll sign out. In case you have more questions, any questions related to our project, please feel free to reach out to me or any other member of our team. Thank you for watching.
Okay, so this is our mobile application which has a similar functionality and features like our previous web application. But the only difference here is in the user interface. As we sign in, it takes us to our main dashboard and we can see our information components are stacked upon each other. Now by clicking upon any stock, it will take us to its stock report where we can chat with our stocks and get some information. So now we are writing a prompt to our chatbot called Elev, and the Elev uses Llama 3 API to give us responses. It takes a few seconds to respond, and here it is. Now the chatbot gives us a simplified overview on MCB's condition and some historic details. So after it tells us about the background information and some overview historic details, we are gonna ask him that should we invest in its stocks or not. So it responded it as yes, we should invest in it, and now we're gonna ask him that why should we invest in it, to tell some information, some more information, or basically some reasoning that why is he giving us that verdict. Okay, so it is telling us that the resilient business model of MCB is the core reason that he is suggesting us to invest in this bank. So this was the overall tutorial of the application. Hope you liked it. Thank you so much and Allah Hafiz.